Hi friends, welcome to the YouTube family. So today's video is about food, which is one of our favorites. So today we'll be taking you to from Kerala to Goa in disclosing our authentic fish curry, which is being made by the chief chef here. And we'll take you on the journey. Don't miss it out. Enjoy. Please do try to make it and let us know in your comments how it turns out. Okay, see you later. Bye. So the first ingredient that's needed in fish curry is obviously fish. uh, in this case we went for a fish called kingfish, primarily because although there's cod and sardines and various other English fishes available, nothing beats a sea fish and a typical Indian fish. So that's why we went for that. Plus, I had to listen to my dearest, so she wanted kingfish, so I went for that. The next item here, as you can see, is tamarind soaked in water. Um, that's needed for to bring the tangy taste in fish curry. So take a bit of tamarind and soak it in water. Following on, we move on to having one onion and two tomatoes, one big onion and two tomatoes, which are finely chopped. You can see two, uh, one onion, big onion being cut into two in the corner there. I'll let you know what that's used for at a later point in time. But for now, one onion you finely chop it along with two tomatoes. Then in the jar, which is the mixie, you can see uh, 200 grams of coconut finely chopped and half an onion finely chopped. I'll let you know the use of that in a bit. Now we have green chilies and ginger garlic paste that goes into the dish. We have coriander, we have chili powder, we have turmeric. Don't worry about the proportions. Here we have oil. The next ingredient is a mixture of curry leaves, fenugreek seeds, and cumin seeds. Keep that for later. We'll use that for frying, and that's really important. We move on to salt. Have some salt ready. We've got to introduce the chief chef of this dish, and there you can see she's all ready to go. So the first step we have to do here, ladies and gentlemen, is go ahead and pound the mixture of the dry coconut and onion that I showed earlier. Make that into a paste. The onions are red, that's why the paste looks red. The next step basically involves frying the mixture of curry leaves, fenugreek seeds, and the cumin seeds till they kind of turn golden brown. This is important in order to add flavor to the dish. I will let you know at what point in time we will be using this. For now, just go ahead and lightly fry them till the seeds turn slightly golden brown, right? And as I said, this is the secret ingredient. The next step is to then take the mixture that you've just fried, add the half an onion that I showed you at the beginning of the video, and cut them up into small pieces, and now we are going to pound this mixture and make it into a paste. So as you can see, we've made two pastes. The first paste being coconut and onion, and the second paste we've just made, so just to make things easier. Now let's start the prep with the pre-prep over. Pour some oil into a pan. Generally the tip is for fish related dishes, and this is what my wife told me, it's always advisable to add a bit of extra oil, and and in order to make sure that the curry comes out well. For chicken and mutton you tend to lower it. Anyways, all those health conscious people do not have to worry, because this is pure virgin olive oil, so it is comparatively healthy. Here is the standard step that everyone does. Go ahead and fry the onions. Make sure they are kind of golden brown, and once they are golden brown, we go ahead and add the paste which we made in step 2, which is the curry leaves paste. Make sure you empty it all. Don't want to waste anything of this secret ingredient, and mix it well. The key to any ingredient, friends, is to make sure that it fries properly in such a way that there is no rawness left from any of the masalas, as they say. Here, my wife, this is another trick my wife uses. She's basically made sure that there is no smell lingering on from the raw effects of any of the spices. Now, once you're happy that this has been fried, which is roughly about 5 minutes, add the tomatoes to it. Tomato, it's all the same. It depends on how you pronounce it. My British friends would pronounce it better than me, I'm pretty sure about that. Here you go ahead and stir it. Make sure that the paste dissolves in the mixture and it's well made out. And as you can see, once that's done and it's fried properly for another 2 to 3 minutes on a high flame, make sure you add the paste number one, which is the mixture of coconut and onion, right? And mix it and make sure it fries and you fry it well. Now the fish curry is coming on nicely. The next step is to add just a little tiny bit of ginger garlic paste, not too much to overpower it. Just a little bit would suffice, and mix the curry well. That add the green chilies, which are just finely slit to this mixture, and stir along. Here you can see that we've added 1 teaspoon of red chili powder with 1 teaspoon of coriander powder and just a tiny bit of turmeric, followed up with salt to taste. Again, remember, fish curry doesn't have to be too spicy, it needs to be flavorsome. So we tend to, the trick is to keep the spices to a minimum, which the strong spices to a minimum. The flavor will come from the fish and from the tanginess of the tamarind, which classically leads us into the bit that we are actually doing right now, which is pouring the tamarind mixture that we showed earlier. Make sure you just pour the water, the tamarind water, and remove the stalk from it, so you don't have the stalk in your mouth when you're eating the curry. So as you can see, my wife is doing it expertly. She's a chef, so I'm just voice overing whatever she's doing. um, Now, as you can see, the fish curry is looking yummy. You can see it, the curry nice and boiling, and when that comes, and you will know that when the water separates from the oil separates from the water, you start going ahead and putting the fish in. Make sure that you don't try to over aggressively put the fish. You just place light, very carefully, so that the fish doesn't break, right? Now, as you can see, the chef here is gently just stirring it along, and then reduce the flame and leave it to a boil so that the fish boils. No dish is complete without the tasting. One's tasting very meticulously, the other was a bit aggressive. Nevertheless, it was quite tasty. Now, after about 10 minutes, you can see that the fish is boiled. You go ahead and garnish it and add a bit of extra oomph with the coriander leaves. Coriander leaves do bring in a lot of flavor, so don't overdo it, but just a little bit of coriander leaves would suffice. Ladies and gentlemen, this without a doubt is one of the best fish curries and most authentic fish curries that you will taste. Don't believe, take my word for it. Please do make it and then see for yourself. Make sure that use the secret ingredient and then decide for yourself as to how it turns out. Please do let us know if you enjoyed the dish, because our intention is to make sure that we impart knowledge to you so you can benefit from eating good food. That's the final product: fish curry with nice boiling steamed rice. Makes it all worthwhile. Thank you. Hope you've enjoyed it. Take care. Bye.